I've been my damn tongue like a hair. Cut my hair earlier, as you can see. Look, shaved my head earlier. I took a shower and everything, but I think I got a little hair in my. Anyways. So what is up, guys? What is up? Today I bring you a video. Today is Tuesday the 22nd. In this video, man, I don't even know what to talk about. Earlier I was I woke up, shaved my head, got a haircut, as you can see. I was taking a shower and I was like, I want to make a video. So I started talking like if I was actually talking to, I'm ready to make my video. And I had so much to say. And now that I'm in front and recording it, I kind of don't know where to start. But anyways, thanks for watching, and tell you a little story. The point of this is that I got some new records. This video is about records. Yes. In my channel, guys, you're gonna see all kinds of different stuff. I could be showing you some records right now, and then the next video I could be taking a walk in the park, or making something to eat. It's all random stuff. It's not a channel just about one thing. It's all random stuff. Like before, I kind of want to explain to you guys why I got into start collecting records. And I go like this because I don't really call my records a collection yet, because I'm just starting. Now you guys might say, Luis, you're just starting. You're kind of old. You should by this time you should have thousands of records. Well, I'm gonna get to that. So let's rewind all the way to I'm from the 80s, guys. All right. So let's rewind all the way to the 80s. Hold on. All right. The tapes rewind. So when I was younger, this is where the violin music comes in. But anyways, when I was younger, back in the 80s, I lived with my aunt and my cousin. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did on another video, but this is going totally another way. And my cousin is the one that kind of introduced me into records. So fast forward a little bit. I had, all the Kiss records. I had all the Metallica records. I had all the metal stuff. I have the thrash stuff, Slayer, Anthrax, bunch of groups. Anyways, I had a bunch of records that now I wish I would have held on to, because those are the same records that I'm trying to get now. So anyways, things happen. You start growing up. I moved, left my records back, behind. So anyways, I moved and I got rid of my records. All right. That whoever has records from way back, the 80s, the 60s, the 70s, whatever, there's a lot of people that still have their old records. But by this time, they have like 30,000 records, 10,000 records, 50,000 records. I don't know, so many records. And I wish I would have held on to my records from before, but I didn't. So let's fast forward it to the 90s, all right? The 90s come along, and I started getting into mixing, DJing with vinyl. So I buy my Technics 1200s. I buy 2 of them, brand new in the box. At that time, they used to cost like $500 each. Now it might seem a lot, but now I look them up and they're like 1,000, they're like 800. So back then they cost $500 each. So I end up buying them, bought 2 from this place called I don't want to say Circuit City, but it was an electronics store, very, very popular in the area that I lived in. And like I said again, I buy 2 turntables, Technics 1200, brand new, man. It was like Christmas, you know, the best day of my life, one of the best days of my life. Opening them up, smelling the new turntables, you know, getting them out, hooking them up, seeing the little light, anything. I'm gonna leave, so no, wait, before I do that. So I started getting into mixing with me and some buddies of mine, some friends, you know, we get together, we do house parties, we do little events, little parties. I'm gonna leave a picture when I was used to do that right here. Check it out. Oh, I should check it out. Okay, so that picture, it was when I had just got those turntables, and I used actually that set this right there. That was the one I had. So we used that. You know, they had theirs and everything. But anyways, I started buying records again. You know, but this time I'm not buying heavy metal records. I'm not buying 80s records like you know, 80s records to me are like, you know, like Chicago, Earth, Wind and Fire, something. I'm not buying none of that. I'm buying like this kind. Actually, let me show you a good example. Hold on. Let me go back here. I just got these too. So I started getting like Mickey Mix and Oliver and the Hot Mix 5 records, house music. You know, this, I just got these, you know, I just got this one. This is Mickey Oliver, you know, pretty good records. So as you can see, I'm beginning my house music collection again. And look how many records I got so far. See, they're not a lot. They're all house music right here. And then I got some trance. I already showed you guys these records. Okay, so I start buying those kind of records because that's the type of music we used to mix. House music, hip house, because this is in Chicago. So, you know, I had Tyree Cooper, Fast Eddie, Farley Jackmaster Fun, Julian Perez, Bad Boy Bill, Too Cool Chris, and blah, blah, blah. This goes on. So now, you know, I start buying records, and I have 5 crates of records. Back in the day, we didn't use those boxes they use now. You know, we used crates, milk crates. So I have 5 crates full of house music records, hip house, R&B, and stuff like that. So, guys, something happens, an emergency happens, and the only way I could do something about it is selling my equipment, selling my 2 turntables, and selling all my 5, you know, like a package, my 5 crates of records. And up to this day, I still kick myself in the ass because this is what I do when I remember that. So every time I remember what I did with that equipment, this is what I do. I stand up and I go like this. Now you might say, what the hell is that? That is that I regret and I kick myself in the butt every time I think of what I did. 5 crates of records, 2 Technics 1200s, 2 set of needles, and I'm talking about the Staten needles, the real good needles. $400, everything. $400, man. Kind of get choked up when I think of that time. But at that time, you know, I wanted more. But the, you know, friends that I used to hang around with, people that I hang around with, you know, back in the days, in the 80s, 90s, this was early 90s, I think. You know, they were like, oh, I give you, you know, I could give you 800, but in payments, I needed the cash fast. I just didn't need $400. I needed more than that, but that was some, you know, at least some that I needed. So we had this friend. He used to have a shop. It was called Small Cars, and he basically sell like lowrider stuff, you know, rims, hydraulics, all accessories to make your car look, you know, fixed up. And I thought, well, he's probably the only one that's gonna have the cash right away. So I went and I told him, hey, I got this for sale. And how much? I told him 500. And he was like, so he did give me 500. I needed 400. I was like, okay, so I at least gotta keep, you know, 100 for me. So he ended up giving me 500. But still, 500. That was only worth one turntable and a used turntable. These turntables were new. I probably kept that equipment for like less than a year before I had to get rid of it, half a year or something like that. So I got the money. He had another friend there. Right away, he plugged in the turntables, and as soon as he seen the records, and he was like, oh, he turned around. He's like, yeah, good. So that's why he got it. So took the money, you know, before I walked out the door, turned around, saw my equipment, my records for the last time. So I left, did what I had to do with the money, you know, found myself without money, found myself without turntables, found myself without my records again. So I was like, okay, fine. So let's fast forward, you know, I kept living, life goes on, you know. Fast forward to 2000s, you know, left that relationship that I had, moved on, got together with somebody else, and you know, with that somebody else I have now, I'm going to like almost 25, 26, 27 years together. So, you know, I gotta thank God, because, you know, he's getting me through a lot of stuff that happened back in my life. So I started listening. I always loved music. Always loved music. Always has CDs. Always have cassettes. I stopped buying records. I was like, you know, I'm done with records. I'm not. You know, that didn't pass. It didn't pass my mind. I was like, I don't even think about records anymore. I would come down here. I started getting, and I'm sitting down here because down here's where I got my music room, and in my basement. So I would come down here, and you know, I got Spotify, and I would listen to Spotify, record. You know, I got some videos there when I'm recording music, and you know, getting a little crazy with Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that, and then I started getting into buying radios. I don't know, for some reason, because you know, there was a time where I had, you know, like I said, I had a radio, and so I started buying radios randomly here and there. I go to the thrift stores or wherever store, and I see a radio, and I will buy them. I have them right there. I mean, I already show you guys those radios. So I started having down here my music room, my collection, my radios. I still have them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only got to 8 radios. And no, I was fine. You know, I was fine. I was down here with my radios, you know, and listening to my music, my digital music, like, you know, oh yeah, I got all the music in the world now in my palm of my hand. Why do I need records? Why do I need tapes if I have all the music right here in my palm of my hand? But I would sit there, and I'd be like, after a little bit, I would start dozing off, you know, like, I started getting bored of listening to music, because music was so easy to get, whatever you want. So then I went to a thrift store, and I found they were selling a little basket of 45s. There was a bunch of 45s without the covers, though. There was a bunch of 45s in a little basket, and I think they wanted like $1 for each, no, like 50 cents for each record. So I started looking through them, and I started seeing like Genesis. I started seeing, I mean, I know who those, you know, back in the 80s. I started seeing Chicago with the Bee Gees. I started seeing Donna Summer. I started seeing Kool and the Gang. I started seeing good 45 songs. So I was like, how much, make me a deal, how much you want for the whole basket? She's like, take it $30. Okay, so I ended up taking a little basket. And I think I got a video when I first got that, because I record everything. I got a little video when I recorded, when I bought that and brought it home. So that's when I started getting back into wanting to buy some records. I guess the point of this video is that that's what started me start buying records back again. When I bought that little basket, and then I came home and I bought a little, I didn't have a turntable to play it in. I didn't have nothing, so I bought this. Actually, this was my daughter's. So, you know, I got this and I started listening to it. You know, right away I didn't have to play them. So, and put this back. So I started getting into it, you know, and then I went out and bought myself another little turntable. No, actually I bought a little stereo that I found in the thrift store too. And I hooked it up with some speakers and everything. And then I started getting into putting the record and putting the needle. And I was like, okay. When I was with my phone listening to my digital music, I would doze off. But then I started, you know, when I put the 45s, I was like, okay. So I kind of woke up something inside of me. I kind of like, oh, okay. I would clean the record. I'd be picking the records up, putting the needle back. So it started coming back like, oh, man, I remember when I, you know, dig through the crates, go buy records, find the records. So I started buying records again. And like I said, guys, if you hold on to your collection since the 80s, so 60s, 70s, by now you should have a lot of records, man. I'm happy for you. Congrats, because, you know, it's hard to get all that stuff back. You eventually will find it and get it, but you're going to spend, you know, it costs money and stuff, and it takes a while. So far, in the records that I have, I counted them. I probably got like 300 or 400 records. One of these days, I'm going to show you I don't want to call it collection. I'm just going to say my record stash. And I want to hear from you guys, see if, like, oh, that's garbage, oh, that's good, you know, you got good records, or you're going the wrong way, you know, you're buying things that, you know, not right now. I'm more into going to a record store and buying, if I have $30, finding records and coming out with 10 records, than just going in there and buying one record. I'm not into like the new artists yet, you know, because I want to get records that I have meaning to me, that I had already from the 80s. So basically that's what I'm doing, and so far I got 2 boxes full of them now, of the 80s. But I need a lot more, of course. I still keep getting more of the old school records that I had. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's my story of why I'm buying records again. You know, now I got my little turntable and everything, and using the videos, and I'm glad it keeps me going. It keeps me going. It keeps me happy, you know, and brings me to my point that I just got some records the other day. So I'm going to show you guys what records I got. So let's get into it. It's going to be kind of shiny because they got plastic on there. They got the cover. I don't want to take it off. So I got Grand Funk Railroad, Caught in the Act. All right, that's one of them. This, I remember my cousin had it. I listened to it. I'm not really into Grand Funk, you know, but like I said, I just want it because my cousin had it, and I want to have it. Then I got this Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Now this, I had Alice Cooper records before, In this, I seen the concert not too long ago on YouTube. He has the whole concert of Welcome to My Nightmare. It's pretty good. It's got some weird stuff in there, man. The concert. I think his daughter and his wife play on there. But go check it out. It's called Welcome to My Nightmare on YouTube. It's a concert, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. So I seen it and I got it. I got Chicago because you gotta have all the Chicago records, you know. Even though I don't like all the songs, but you know, it's just the band has been around for a while. Journey, I got the other Journeys, but I didn't have this one, so I got this Journey one. I got Stevie Nicks, pretty good record. It doesn't have the song that I thought it was gonna have, which is I don't know, I can't think about it right now, but it doesn't have it. But it's still Stevie Nicks. So Bryan Adams, this has all the good ones. Has Heaven, Somebody, Summer of '65. So it's a good 80s record. The Cars, always gotta have the Cars. Love the Cars. And this last one, guys, is one of my favorite records. Iron Maiden, Life After Death, Live. You know, I used to have, like I said, I used to have all these records. I used to have The Trooper, Number of the Beast, Killers, Power Slave. I don't have them now, but I little by little, my local record store, The Cut, shout out to The Cut record store, has a whole crate of heavy metal. But he didn't put them out yet. He just let me browse through it, and I was like, oh man, this is all. He has Dio, Holy Diver, the Anthrax, more Iron Maiden. He has all the metal stuff. But I was lucky to get this one. I was like, man, I gotta let me get that one. So he priced it right away, you know, and I had to have it. But hopefully, it's a small record shop, so hopefully I'll get most of those records. Because it's more like a hip-hop shop and stuff, you know, that type of music. But hopefully I'm gonna go in there incognito and try to get as much records that I can. So yeah, guys. Anyways, guys, I already made this video too long, I think. Probably bored, like, okay. But I just wanted to bring you a little back history of why I'm collecting records. Let me show you my collection real quick, and I leave this video here. This is my 80s. This is 80s. This is 80s. So that's what I got so far. I'm not going to show you all of them. Like I said, I'm going to make a video of my record seal. Right here, I got them organized. Funk music, punk rock, 80s rock, classic rock, Kiss, jazz, techno, 80s, breakdance, freestyle. These are the ones I just showed you. Over here, I got expensive records. These are new records that you know, they're not open. DJ remixes. Special edition records, house records, mixing melody. These are like mixes in the records. Then I got my disco 12-inch records, TK disco. I haven't been able to find any more, so it's stuck there for a while. K-Tel records, and these are disco, like all kinds of different artists and other stuff. 45s and over there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. I just thought I'd bring you a little bit of history of why I'm buying records, you know, at my age. So, appreciate it, every one of you, and I know you guys watch the videos, but just don't subscribe. But, you know, just hit that little button. But like I said, my channel is not just about records. Just, like I said, I could be showing you records right now, and tomorrow I could be taking a walk in the park, showing you nature, or I could be cooking something, or I could be just, you never know. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.